जयपुर वाया कोटा।
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत.
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೈ
পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন. कृपया ध्यान दियो.
Well, here's what happened. Rajasthan won the toss and chose to bat. They were cruising in Jaipur, right? They were really cruising. Well, within the power play, they were 47 for 1, which is what makes the next piece of information I'm going to give you even more shocking. That from 47 for 1 in the power play, they are all out for 118. That's right. This roller coaster went down and stayed down and just kept looping down. Because they're all gone. They still had 13 deliveries in the bank, but not enough batters to play them. That's right. There was, it was a tailspin after one point. After Samson and Yashasvi Jaiswal were going well, one unfortunate run out, and from there, just everything derailed. I'm Gaurav Kapur. This is Cricbuzz Live. I have Bhattacharjya and Shaun Pollock here with me. Geez, they look back at that and think, well, if somebody got up in the power play and went to take a call or something and they've come back now, is this the same game?
I know. It just went totally into a tailspin. That one run out seemed to trigger something. After that, Sanju Samson gets out. And after that, it's just been a procession. Yeah. And where the fast bowlers bowled well up front, just see what they did after that. Is the spinners came on and just see the procession. 60, 63, 69, 77, 87, 96. 112, 130.
Yeah, Polly, I have seen batters go slower in March pass. It's just left, right, left, right.
Yeah, you know, the key, when you look at it from the outside, I mean, you might not identify it before the game, but I think the coaching staff of Rajasthan would have. Those spinners in the middle overs, because they've got a little bit of mystery to them, the key is not to have new batters coming to the crease. Yeah. And when you've got new batters coming to crease, they're kind of looking for deliveries, looking for what they might get or not get. And that's the art that they bring, Rashid Khan and Nur Ahmed. They're fantastic. So that was the problem. They got off to a good start. They kept losing wickets, and then the spinners come into their own because they're bowling at new batters all the time. Yeah. And with their variations, they just dictated terms. It was fantastic to watch as a bowling display, but Rajasthan wouldn't have enjoyed it at all.
Yeah, true. Or Rajasthan fans, here's what good spinners can do, right? Good spinners can take batting performance, they can choke it, right? They just choke it just a little bit. What Rashid and Noor did today was... Is that an accurate representation of what they did, Joy?
No, absolutely. It seems that the batsmen were trying to read in English and Hindi. Yeah. And they were actually bowling in the Kharoshti script, you know.
Oh, learning something new here.
So they're looking at it and saying, wait, this ball is not supposed to do this. Wait, that ball is supposed to go there. Or does it come here? Or did it go the other way? They just couldn't read them.
Yeah.
Couldn't read them. And that's the point. If you don't have experienced batters at that point, exactly what he said, then it becomes a bit of a panic. Yeah. And then I think they took a couple of really bad reviews. I mean, one of them, give him credit, Riyan Parag didn't ask for the review, but he went to Devdutt Padikkal. Yeah. And the ball was, it wasn't...
Middle of middle.
Yeah. The second review was also middle of middle.
Which was Jurel.
Yeah. Still, I can understand Jurel because they were in a bit of a desperate situation. They were hoping that it pitched outside leg. Yeah. But otherwise, I mean, bad decisions there. Then when Hetmai came, he knew he didn't even have a choice. So when the ball hit the pads, he just walked.
Yeah, that's right. He was like, I have no choice. I got to go. Let's have a look at those spin stats again. Let's have a look at those spin stats. Rashid Khan today, just absolutely brilliant. Look at this, 4 overs, 13 dots. He's bowled 13 dots, gave away only 14 runs, picked up 3 wickets. This is the Rashid that we have grown to love and batters have grown to fear. Noor Ahmed on the other side, 3 overs. Yes, 25 runs given, but he's got 2 wickets. So when you put it together, which Joy will do really quickly, that's 7 overs. Right? 39 runs and 5 wickets. Yeah. I did it. Oof. I did it, Polly. You'll take that as bowling coach, as a bowling...
You got the joy factor question right then. If you've got this right, then you're gonna nail the next one.
What?
He says if you can add up, you can do the joy factor as well. I don't agree with him, but what...
Can I?
I don't think so.
Is it a full moon today? Ow! Maybe I get one right today. I don't know. Ow!
It is Purnima. It is Purnima.
It is, of course. All my jokes have some reference to reality. Just like all your questions have some reference to the date and the time that they're happening in. We just look random. We aren't. It's very planned. We are controlling your mind. just like Rashid and Noor controlled the Rajasthan batting today. They just really had the match in their grip. Let's have a look at what the other bowlers did as well, because, well, that's 5 wickets. There was a run out. But obviously, all the bowlers you can see here, Shami, as per usual, in a power play. Remember, the power play was very lucrative for Rajasthan. He still ended up with just over a run a ball, and he's bowled 13 dots, got a wicket. Hardik Pandya got that wicket. That was Joss Butler, so that was a very important early breakthrough that he got, caught by Mohit Sharma, short third man in the ring. We spoke about Rashid. Josh Little also got a good wicket, run a ball. And then, of course, Mohit Sharma just came on in the end to bowl the 5 balls, and there was a run out. So the second run out over there, it really was. Joy, Rajasthan will look back at this and say, they will want to forget this match now. Like, just leave half time, because it has just been...
Unless they have a superb second half, and it's happened like that. Teams, yeah, but 130 has not been chased, but, you don't know what.
18?
Yeah, it's a bit much. But one other thing we haven't spoken about, right? Brilliant fielding.
Yeah.
The outfielding was outstanding. Both the run-outs. I mean, that stop from Abhinav Manohar, which Mohit Sharma picked up and then relayed to Rashid. That was superb.
Yep.
Again, Manohar comes back in the end and gets another run-out out there. So, I mean, they were on the top of their game. All the catches were taken. Nothing went wrong in the field. I mean, obviously, Riddhiman was Riddhiman doing Riddhiman things. So, this is the perfect fielding performance, bowling fielding performance today. They've got everything together.
Just, Polly, from a Rajasthan point of view, right? Because they go in with this whole 6-batter, 5-bowler kind of, okay, Ashwin as another batter as well, but they go in with this. Now they had to get an impact sub who was a batter because they were in trouble with their batting, which means they go into bowling with actually now just 5 bowlers. So there is a little bit in that 11, the construction of that 11, there's a lack of options that kind of comes through there, right?
Yeah, I think the only issue is they probably won't even bowl 12 overs tonight. So they can maybe just use the 3 overs, because
that's a bird.
The score should be knocked up. And it's actually key for Gujarat. I mean, they're going to qualify. I have no issues with that whatsoever. But you never know. It can get down to a situation where even they have to worry about net run rate.
Yeah.
To make sure that they get into the top 2. So I would think they'll be looking for a solid start in that first 6 and then trying to really hammer home the advantage and get over the line to make sure. I mean, the net run rate's good. But yeah, I can't see. I think they've got to go all out attack. Rajasthan, you just got to probably bowl 2 or 3 overs up front, try and see if you can use that new ball, and then get their spinners in and try and set attacking fields, make the batters go over the top. They have to. I mean, they have got wicket-taking spinners, but they haven't really got the runs to play with. So
correct.
I think it's got to be attacking fields, and they've got to give themselves the best chance of trying to bowl them out. They're not going to restrict them.
Yeah, you can't. It's not even a run a ball, right? So they won't restrict them. And they've got 3 top spinners. Of course, there's Chahal, Adam Zampa, and Ravichandran Ashwin. We might see 1, even 2 of them in the power play. But for Gujarat, they obviously have to go hard, say, we're going to get 60 in the power play and just get this job done, because they will have some blunt force trauma from the previous game.
I think that's the one lesson all the teams are learning. That, these 130, 135, of course, 118 is much less than that. But not going hard up front is costing them, because once you sort of get into that mode, you can't seem to switch out that well.
Yeah.
The other interesting thing is a stat. I was just speaking to a producer and he sent a stat to me because I was wondering, what is the situation versus home and away? Because for 2-3 years, everyone's been on the road, like been wanderers. Okay. Now that you've come home and you talk about home advantage and all. So far in the IPL this year, 47 matches, home 17.
What?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
Yep.
That's it.
Away team 29, home 17.
And 1 rained out.
Wow. 17 and 29. That's, I mean, that is, I can bet you can check every year before this, the pandemic time. It cannot be. There are very few teams who have lost. I mean, Chinnaswamy is one of the places where you lose more outside. But otherwise, this is a stunning stat.
And further to that, Joy, is there any other? What's the stats on which team has won the most at home? Is that Chennai?
You've asked a googly. And by the way, Rashid Khan gets 53% of his wickets with googlies.
Well done.
I know a few stats as well.
You've been doing your stuff.
I know a few stats as well, all right? I'll tell you that. But here's the thing, Polly. You obviously have a Gujarat team that's chasing, right? I mean, they're playing away as well here. But a Gujarat team that's chasing, which do you think they'll be carrying a little trauma from that previous chase, getting botched, and them just saying, all right, let's get the job done. Maybe Hardik doesn't come at 3, or if Hardik comes at 3, we see a hitting Hardik at 3 and say, we've got to try and finish this match in 15 overs, for example.
Yeah, I think the score from a Rajasthan perspective would have been hoping for something like that, just to push it a little bit further, get it to 130, 140 to make them ask it. I think because it's only 118, I don't think that would be a concern, particularly if they have a good first 6. And they should be able to knock it off.
Yeah.
But they won't be wanting to take it deep. As I said, I think they'll be pretty conscious of still trying to play their own way, trying to back their own strengths and not allow the score or the bowlers to dictate terms. They've got to get back into that mindset of we're here to impose ourselves. Whatever the score is, we're going to chase it down at a good rate.
Did you see any help at all, Polly? Did you see any help at all for any other bowlers? It looked like a good batting wicket from where I was watching it.
Yeah, I mean, that first over from Shami was impressive. There's a little bit of movement there and a little bit of shape through the air. Hardik's one delivery, I think he beat the outside edge. So I think Trent Boult will get a bit of shape. He's going to get the ball to swing wherever it is. So you'll see him targeting the stumps. As Joy mentioned, that's his big plan. He'll be going flat out, trying to trap people in front, trying to target the stumps. And he'll be given license. They'll be setting him fields and saying, listen, come on, you need to attack back yourself. And let's see what you can do.
Yeah, and the outfield looked quick. You were getting good value for your shots.
Yeah, and I don't think the only advantage is it didn't look as there was any dew at all.
Yeah.
So that's one plus point if you have 3 spinners of the quality that they have. So their hope would be if somewhere we can sort of derail the chase a bit, get a couple of wickets up front. Then those 12 wickets of spin can lay a web in the middle. And really, I mean, Shaun's absolutely right. This is not going to be a part-time bowler game.
Yeah.
If you need a part-time bowler, it's not happening. These are the 5, they've got to do it for you. And they're a really good 5. They're possibly, if you compare with, these are the 2 best bowling attacks in the league, definitely.
We saw Rashid today come good. Of course, he's given a absolutely gold performance. There's one leg spin on the other side. Yuzi Chahal, of course, won the purple cap last year. But this year, Polly, he's kind of tapered off a little bit, right? You see him, he's tapered off. He's still bowling the overs that he usually bowls, right? I mean, these are the overs he bowls because they bowl Ashwin in the power play. They give him 1 or 2 maybe. But Yuzi always comes in 7 onwards and tries to bowl in the middle. What do you see? Do you just see he's just having off days? Don't worry about it. This is what happens. It's life.
Yeah, I mean, you do sometimes have some bad games. And I mean, that Mumbai surface was one where he was put under some pressure. I just think that this actually might be the perfect mindset for him because it's not going to be about containment. He has to really back himself. He has to set quite attacking fields. He has to bowl the wicket-taking deliveries. It's not a case of protection.
Yeah.
And that might be exactly what he needs. He hasn't been able to pick up those wickets. And this might be the perfect foil for the rest of the season for him, just to get himself to believe in and have a mindset of trying to take wickets, and that might get a change of luck for him.
Yeah, they'll, of course, have Trent Boult bowling up front, and if there's any bit of movement, anything that the pitch gives you, the conditions give you with that new ball, he's going to get that out of it. And if he can knock 1 or 2 wickets maybe in the power play, then they could get into the game perhaps. But Gujarat just has this really long batting lineup. If you see them going, they just keep going. And you'll have an impact sub. You'll have Shubman Gill who'll come in right now.
So
open with Saha.
Which means Rashid goes to about 8.
Yeah, Rashid goes to 8, that means. Yeah, it should be easy peasy. What will they get in the power play? Come on.
Okay, 50. I'm saying they'll go aggressive. I'm going with Shaun.
50?
Yeah.
50 is not aggressive. Where are you, sir? Inflation is accounting for 60, sir. What are you doing? Yes, Polly?
I'll go a little bit less than that, actually. I think with Saha at the top, I think it's only going to be 45.
Okay, I say 56.
Okay.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right, that's it. We're done now. We're going to come back for Cricbuzz Live. I don't think there's going to be a combox. That's my prediction. I think by the...
Big call.
Yeah, I'm telling you. This match is going to get over in like 13 or something.
Our producer is saying you've jinxed it.
I've jinxed it?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know why I'm jinxing it?
We are going to have words after this. It's because dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking.
The problem is, here's the thing. Ordering dinner and it arriving hot is a fine art. Now, when a team decides to wrap up their innings 3 overs or 2.5 overs before, just messes everything, right? Just messes. And now... right? If the match doesn't go long, we won't have time to eat. So I'm just looking
Gaurav, I think you need to write a formal complaint right now to Rajasthan saying that if you are going to bat like this, I can't get hot dinners. And I think the letter needs to go today.
Yeah.
You type it out, I'll type it out. You just dictate, I'll write.
I'll do it. I'll start right now. Dear sir or madam, whomsoever it may concern. All right, I have to go write an email apparently. And you can do whatever you want to do, but do come back and join us on Cricbuzz Live. Eat hot food if you have it. Yeah? Eat it. We don't? No, we don't yet. That's how it goes, yeah? That's how the cookie crumbles. Ooh, cookie. We want cookie. Thank you so much for watching Cricbuzz Live.
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು ಚೆನ್ನೈ ತಿರುಚಿರಾಪಳ್ಳಿ
Hyderabad Bhattacharjya Express
পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন
कृपया ध्यान दो